Good afternoon, Columbia College, Chicago. I am deeply honored to be standing in front of you all today. All right, now let's get into it because these 57 haikus aren't gonna read themselves. Oh no, I'm just kidding with you guys. I'm actually the a cappella act, so if y'all like The Weeknd, No? Okay, no, I give up. I'm just messing with you all. But for real now, you're about to hear a true story that may inspire you for the rest of your lives. So if all the students in the back could please take out your AirPods for a second, that would be really awesome. Thank you. A couple months ago, I found myself at an open mic with one of my dear friends signing up to do stand-up. And while, as Rick said, I am a comedy student and know how to write jokes, stand-up is pretty terrifying for me. This particular open mic was huge. Lots of sign-ups and lots of amazing talent. I ended up being towards the bottom of the list, so when it got closer to my set, almost everyone had left by then. Also, someone earlier on in the lineup did one of my jokes, so already felt like a failure. I turned to my friend Jackson, who I was with, and said, I don't know if I want to get up there, man. I mean, I'm already embarrassed. And as any good friend would, Jackson turned back to me and said, Abby, go get yourself another whiskey sour from the bar and let's get this over with, okay? Who cares if you mess up? Well, me, Jackson, I care if I mess up. Nobody goes to an open mic to tell jokes with the intention of silencing the room with boredom. That's like reserving a room at the student center and sitting in there on your phone the whole time. We've all been there, yeah. I knew Jackson was right though. So as the insanely professional comedian I am, I went to the bar and ordered a drink. And before you assume otherwise, Provost David, I'm 21, it's chill, okay, it's chill. So once it was my turn for my set, I could feel myself sweating through my jacket. And they eventually called my name. 2 people clapped, the others just talked amongst themselves. I looked back at Jackson, immediately regretting my choices. But he nudged me forward. I took the stage. Now, if I were someone listening to the story, I would be thinking, wow, she's gonna talk about how she persisted, believed in herself, and the entire crowd roared in laughter. Yes, go Abby, you did it. You conquered your fears. Well, that's not exactly what happened. In fact, in professional comedians lingo, you could say I definitely bombed. However, the strange part is I never found my material to be unfunny. In fact, my friends, peers, and professors all gave me feedback that they were clear, concise, and resonated with my sense of humor. Still, however, that just wasn't enough for me. As people in the arts, we are constantly questioning, doubting, and dwelling on our mistakes. Artists constantly put this certain pressure on themselves because at the end of the day, we want our art to be the best art. After that stand-up set I did, I went home feeling disappointed and embarrassed, and I thought, stand-up is just not for me. I'm not good at it. However, after wallowing in my own self-pity for the rest of the evening, I began to feel a sense of pride. I realized I should be proud of the fact that I was willing to put myself out there. As creatives, we spend so much time trying to shape our voice that we often end up losing sight of the goal, which is to express ourselves through our artistry. We strive to be authentic, but we want to be the most authentic. We strive to tell the best jokes, but what even is a best joke? Our shared years at Columbia have taught us that life is too short to dwell on how to make your perspective stand out, because it already does. I've learned that obsessing over how to be different will get you farther away from authenticity. We all shared a lot of the same experiences in our college years, but there is no interpretation the same. Case in point, we all wanted to throw our phones across the room when Duo Mobile wouldn't work, and and we all kind of knew what our school mascot was, but like not really. Today, I'm grateful to be using my voice. In many ways, Columbia has given all of us the space to express our art, values, and opinions. We were still made aware of the fact that we still had the space to share them, which brought us out of our shells. I think it's safe to say that we are no longer the innocent freshmen taking 8 years to check in our guests in the UC lobby. We're grown and expressive individuals and more confident in our art than ever. We are equipped with the tools and skills necessary to apply them into our lives outside academia and the world beyond college. And while we may face challenges, nothing, and I say nothing, is going to be as hard as filling out your FAFSA for another year. So let's just all take that as a win, okay? I don't know many of you. In fact, some of our paths have never crossed, but I do know this. We came to this school for a reason, whatever that reason may be. And now we're commencing to the next stage of our lives together. I hope you leave here today knowing in your soul that each and every one of our work deserves to be seen, cherished, and remembered. We conquered these collegial years, we showed up, and we put in the hard work. So that being said, congratulations to the class of 2025. Thank you so much.